Britney Spears reveals why she shaved her head during a turbulent time in her life.
After 16 years, Britney Spears has explained why she shaved her head before her conservatorship, and this is the reason that she gave.
February 16, 2007, Britney walked into a Tarzana, California salon and shaved off all her signature long hair.
She also shared some other secrets before she made headlines for shaving her head.
We will turn now to the story that is burning up the internet. It's Britney Spears, the pop star, shaving her own head.
So when we take a look in her memoir titled The Woman in Me, Britney revealed that she felt really judged about her body ever since her teenage years. And shaving her head, well, that was her way of rebelling.
I think I did it again. I made you believe.
But once her father took control of her life in 2008, she lost control over her daily decisions.
I'm a Sagittarius, I'm very keen on freedom.
And this is what Britney wrote in her book. I'd been eyeballed so much growing up. I'd be looked up and down, had people telling me what they thought of my body since I was a teenager. Shaving my head and acting out were my ways of pushing back.
I'm not that innocent.
And yeah, could you just imagine like having that kind of pressure on you as a teenager? Like you're being forced literally and being criticized that you don't look a certain way, or you need to look a certain way, have a certain type of body, and you want to express yourself differently in different ways, but all that pressure telling you what you have to look like, yeah, that's a lot. And Britney felt a lot of pressure to conform after her conservatorship began. So not just in her teenage years, also in her conservatorship. She had to follow strict rules, including growing her hair and taking prescribed medications. Imagine that, you're being told like, no, you have to grow your hair and you don't have a choice about this.
Be strong and be you.
So in 2007, she tried to shave her head at Esther's haircutting studio, but the owner declined. So Britney, she took the matter in her own hands and she used the clippers to cut her hair while the paparazzi was watching. Yeah, that was big in the news. And also, amid her divorce and custody battle with Kevin Federline, Britney's actions, including the hair shaving incident, drew a lot of media attention. And in 2008, after her hospitalization, her father Jamie obtained legal guardianship over her through the court because they had so much proof that Britney had lost her mind because of all the media coverage and everything. So it was like an easy win for Jamie, her father, to take control of her life. In her book, Britney also had this to say: "The conservatorship stripped me of my womanhood, made me into a child. I became more of an entity than a person on stage. I had always felt music in my bones and my blood. They stole that from me." Britney Spears then went on to say that her family's actions were completely unjust and said that her true self was suppressed. She felt very pressured to perform intensely when she was on stage, but she had to behave like a robot when she was off stage. And then fast forward to 2021, after testifying against her conservatorship, a judge suspended and later terminated her father's control over her. But years before even this whole conservatorship happened, before the shaving of the head and everything, Britney had experienced something that may have affected her more than she even thinks. In her memoir, she shares that she had aborted an unborn child with Justin Timberlake years before dating her ex Kevin Federline and having children with him. Now, she describes this pregnancy as being completely unexpected, but it wasn't a tragic event though, and this happened in late 2000. In her own words, describing the incident, here's what Britney recalled. "I loved Justin so much. I always expected us to have a family together one day. This would just be much earlier than I'd anticipated. But Justin definitely wasn't happy about the pregnancy. He said we weren't ready to have a baby in our lives and that we're way too young." She then continued by saying this: "I'm sure people will hate me for this, but I agreed not to have the baby. I don't know if that was the right decision. If it had been left up to me alone, I never would have done it. And yet Justin was so sure that he didn't want to be a father." And then following their highly publicized breakup in 2002, Justin Timberlake insinuated in an interview with Barbara Walters that Britney Spears had cheated on him around that time, but Britney Spears didn't confirm or deny the claim at the time. Alright, that's all the scoop I got for you guys in this one. Now, I really want to know your thoughts about all the stuff that I shared in this video. Join in on the conversation down below. And once again, thanks for hanging out with me in another video. I'll catch you guys real soon. Boom.